right, shalom, shalom. I'd like to start off by giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Peace, love, and salutations to the men out there preaching this word in truth and sincerity. This is your brother Nathaniel from the GMS Camp Atlanta, coming back at you the Spirit with another lesson. And I pray and hope this lesson is edifying. This lesson is going to be just a commentation on this video right here. I'll play some of this video about what's going on in Canada right now. For those that are in the know, the truckers are blocking all of the entranceways in and out of the state, in and out of the country, Canada, into the U.S. They're losing lots of money as far as imports are concerned because they're rebelling against their masters, those who make the laws, because the ruling class is becoming more and more tyrannical. So the people are rebelling against them, not regarding any of the laws that they are setting in place. I am going to play some of the video, but before that, we're going to read some of this, and then we're going to go back to this. This is 2 Ezra 15, and it says, "Behold, spake in the ear of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true." And that's the Holy Scriptures. "Fear not the imagination against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction." And that's what's happening right now. You're seeing the beginning of famine and plagues, whether these plagues be made up or if they're sent directly from the Lord. Regardless, they come from the Lord in one way or the other. Okay? Excuse me. And now you're starting to see an uprising in the people against the tyranny, the tyrannical government that is imposing all of these radical new laws upon them. And it's interfering with their freedoms, so to speak, you know? So you're starting to see a lot of rebellion against the leaders of the earth. And that's all over. So I'm going to play some of this clip just to let you hear it. What's really going on.
Want to move a big rig, you need tow truck operators. And those tow truck operators know truckers. They know truckers aren't racists, they're not Nazis, no matter how many times Joe Biden and Justin Trudeau claim they are. So some of them aren't inclined to help. David Allen, for example, is the president of Gary's Towing in Thunder Bay, Ontario. He told Canadian media, quote, "We have all the capabilities on our tow trucks to do it, but I don't think anyone would want to." Another tow truck operator called Randy Wan said that even if tow truck operators wanted to help carry out Pete Buttigieg's orders, it would be very hard. Quote, "In the end, the trucker's going to say whether you're taking that truck away or not." Now, there are technical reasons for this, which apparently don't teach at McKinsey. It turns out that trucks are heavy. They have air brakes and steel-belted tires. Some of the truckers remove their tires completely. So what now? Now's when you start to panic, and they definitely are. This afternoon, the Prime Minister of Canada, who clearly is Fidel Castro's illegitimate son, came out from hiding to threaten the protesters directly. Watch this.
If you joined the protests because you're tired of COVID, you now need to understand that you are breaking laws. The consequences are becoming more and more severe. You don't want to end up losing your license, end up with a criminal record, which will impact your job, your livelihood, even your ability to travel internationally, including to the U.S.
You could be breaking laws. That was the funniest part. These are people who literally don't care about the law at all. They believe they make the law. This is the Prime Minister who ordered the cops to steal people's fuel. There's no law that says you can't have fuel in Ottawa. He just made that up. Now he's lecturing them about the law. And Joe Biden, who is violating federal law on the grand scale every day by importing 2 million people illegally without your consent, he's upset about the law. Justin Trudeau is so upset he's threatening the truckers' children. Quote, "It's time to go home, especially if you have your kids with you," Trudeau said. Wouldn't want something to happen to them. Trudeau also attacked the protesters for closing the border. Only Justin Trudeau is allowed to do that, which he has done for more than a year. So what are we watching here? It's more than hypocrisy. What we're watching is panic. Justin Trudeau knows that nobody joined the protest because they're, quote, tired of COVID. They're tired of tyranny. They're tired of being told to inject something into their bodies they don't want, whose long-term effects cannot be known, sold by companies that are protected, that have immunity from public recourse. We also know that what they told us to do didn't work. The lockdowns didn't work. Johns Hopkins came out and said it the other day, pretty conclusive. That's what people are mad about. They want their freedom back. They're not tired of the virus. They're tired of the leaders who use the virus to give themselves more power. And they're still doing it. Here's Ontario's Premier, Doug Ford. He announced today that instead of lifting his province's useless mandates, he's going to steal the truckers' money, fine them, and then send them to jail.
There will be consequences for these actions, and they will be severe. We've already started by going after the money funding the illegal occupation. Yesterday, an Ontario court granted our request to freeze the funds from Give, Send, Go for the convoy. Fines for noncompliance will be severe, with a maximum penalty of $100,000 and up to a year imprisonment. We will also provide additional authority to consider taking away the personal and commercial licenses of anyone who doesn't comply with these orders.
When you start making threats like that, you've already lost.
I see. So, as you can see, there's a great division between the people and the governmental bodies. You see, and this behavior is, especially from the people, especially from the government, is becoming more and more tyrannical, which is going to cause more and more of an uprise within the people. America is the only country of the world where, people are really just docile and they won't do nothing to try to really combat what's really happening. The mandates and the enforcements of these unrighteous decrees. All right, so this is verse 5. It says, "Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, and death, and destruction. For the wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hateful works are fulfilled." And this goes into the so-called white man and the evil that he continuously do. Like, the whole situation with the waters and how the devil is forcing everyone to take the waters in order to function in the society is going to be the same thing when it comes to the MOTB. If you don't have that, you won't be able to function in society. So all these are hurtful works designed to take control over the earth. But it's even deeper than that, because this devil, he commits all type of experiments. He pollutes the earth in so many different ways. Everything is toxic. Every single thing you can think of is toxic on this earth, and it's more than just food, air, and water. Morality, everything is skewed and twisted. Everything has been flipped upside down. Okay, it says, "Therefore saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness." So the Lord is done with this shit, man. The Lord is done with the level of wickedness that He's been having to endure over the rulership of Esau, Edom, and how his wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth and has reached up to the heavens. So the Lord has taken notice to this, and it's no longer something that He's going to ignore, and He's going to start punishing the whole world for their wickedness. And you can see that through the division of the government that was so, and the people that at one time were, we are free people. Now it's becoming tyrannical, because the Lord has completely flipped that around now, all right, and turned one against another. It says, "I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. So the Lord is not going to allow you to complete your enterprise. And this is why you're starting to see a rebellion, because a rebellion shows that you're going to have some that's not going to allow you to completely go through with it, you see. And as this wildfire, this division catches on, it's going to destabilize the things that the government is trying to do. Now, of course, they're going to bring it into fruition because they're going to do it forcefully, but they're going to get a lot of resistance. Okay, it says, "Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me." Yeah, because you got those that do obey the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushai to the best of their ability. You got those men that do go out to the highways and the byways and cry and sigh, and you have those dead saints that were taken out by these devils who's in the spirit world crying in the ear of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You see, so the saints are in the ear of the Lord consistently. All right. And it says, and the souls of the just complain continually. Right. We're complaining continually. This video itself is a complaint against the rulership, and how many hundreds, maybe even thousands of videos go up every day. So this is a continuous thing. We don't give the Lord any rest. We want out of this place. All right. And it says, and therefore saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them and receive them unto me, and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. So the Lord got our back. All right. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I've done videos in the past where, you may see a line of jakes lined up to get those waters, and that line is similar to animals going into a slaughterhouse. Okay. Literally. Or you can just get into the wicked behavior that Jake profanely commits, right? Even then, you see Jake doing shit that he ain't got no business, and the end result is what? Death, okay? And it says, I will suffer them not to dwell in the land of Egypt. So the Lord is going to remove us from this place, man, because this place has polluted his people. So the Lord is going to stop that, okay? He's going to get us up out of here. It says, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and destroy all the land thereof. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plagues and punishment that Yahweh shall bring upon it. So, America, Babylon the Great is through, man. Okay? The Lord is going to destroy this place with the sword of destruction. And verse 13, it says, they that till the ground shall mourn, for their seed shall fail, and the blasting and the hail with the fearful consolation. And we've already seen the crops be destroyed, and storehouses are almost empty. This is why you're starting to see shortages on the shelves, because they don't, it's a slow process, because, they've got techniques to store food for years. You think that what you're getting from the supermarket is fresh meat, but in all actuality, that shit is probably old as I don't know what, and it's the same with the produce. You think that you're getting fresh produce, but that stuff has been stored from years prior. All right. And their ability to grow new food is not what it used to be. Okay. Because of everything that's happening with the soil and the weather. Okay, you're getting a lot of farmers, like in 2020, you got the Farmer's Almanac, that pretty much says is that the land was completely soaked. They couldn't plant because it was just flooded. So a big percentage of crops that they could have put in the market, they weren't able to because they couldn't grow them. And then you had the government paying people off to destroy their crops as well. And then it says, verse 14, it says, woe to the world and them that dwell in, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hand. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, and they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. And that's exactly what you're seeing with these truckers. You're seeing the people standing up and not regarding and not even caring about the consequences that may come, with this whole Justin Trudeau rebellion. Okay, so you're going to start seeing this situation become. You may start seeing this situation become more and more violent, and you may see the governments become more and more tyrannical. Okay, and that's going to cause the people to really rise up. And then once you see, the first cop, get his wig split, all hell gonna break loose over there. Okay, all hell gonna break loose over there. And what we're seeing is the beginning. And this trucker shortage is going to is affecting everybody between Canada and the U.S. You see. And you hear them saying, like, there's going to be fines, there's going to be this, there's going to be that, and the people are still there because they're not regarding these politicians that are put in power. They're not listening to them anymore because people are starting to understand finally that these men that are in power are wicked. But unfortunately for them, the people are wicked too, and I'm gonna pull that out real quick. I believe that's in thank God, that's in Ecclesiasticus 10, the 10th chapter. It says, a wise judge, this is Ecclesiasticus 10:1, it says, a wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. See, their government isn't well ordered. It says, as the judge of the people is, so as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man is the ruler of the city, is such are all they that dwell therein. So, hey, y'all people thinking that, y'all any different from y'all governmental body, y'all not. Just like y'all governmental body rebels against the laws of the Lord, y'all rebel against the law of y'all government because everything is wicked, everything is unjust, okay? And the moment that y'all government do something that y'all don't like, y'all rebel against them, It says, an unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudent of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited, But you have unwise kings that are destroying their people. And that's exactly what's happening right now in Canada and in the rest of the world. The people are being destroyed because the people that are in rulership are unjust and unwise. All right? So we're going to see more and more of this heat up in the very near future. We're going to see more and more of these different types of events all over the world, which they have been happening. They just haven't been reported. All right? So, I just pray that was an edifying lesson. I'm going to go ahead and close it, giving all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, Bashem Rakakadash, Tawad and Tawab. Shalom.